Everything Everywhere All at Once is a commentary on the condition of the modern family and the relationship between parents and their children. It successfully deals with a plethora of issues like the generation gap, how parents are the key support system for their children, how acceptance is one of the key elements of the modern parenting, and how the challenges of parenting haven't changed much over the years and have only metamorphed and assumed different forms owing to the changing state of the society, sexuality, relationship dynamics, and socio-economics of the times.
Of all the places I could be, I just want to be here with you.
All this may seem incredibly boring to sit through and absorb in a film, but Dan Kwan and Daniel Scheinert present these themes and issues in such a maddening and infinitely open world using the idea of multiverses that practically every scene is bubbling with energy, creativity, comedy, and thrills. Everything Everywhere All at Once is by far the most outrageous and yet unbelievably intimate film to have come out this year. This is your weekly dose of entertainment. I am your host Ambar Chatterjee, and today we are going to delve deep into Everything Everywhere All at Once. The story revolves around a laundromat owner, Evelyn, played by Michelle Yeoh, who is desperately trying to save her fledgling business establishment. Her relationship with her husband, Waymond, played by Ki Hugh Kwan, and daughter, Joy, played by Stephanie Sue, is on the verge of breaking down. She is also trying her best to reach an amicable settlement with the IRS, who are auditing her laundromat for tax fraud. On the day of the Chinese New Year, Evelyn is summoned to the IRS building where she is intercepted by a version of Waymond from a different multiverse who takes control of Waymond's body for short periods. This man tells Evelyn that she is the last hope against a great evil known as Jobu Tupaki that is about to destroy the world as we know it. Evelyn must quickly learn how the multiverse works, use the different technologies to tap into the knowledge and the emotions of our different iterations in the different multiverses, and find a way to defeat Jobu, who is out to kill her.
I'm here because we need your help.
Very busy today, no time to help you.
The director duo of Dan Kwan and Daniel Scheinert are known for their insane takes on simple matters. But with this film, they have outdone anything that they had done in the past. A story that starts off as a somber and temperamental family drama quickly catapults into an adventure that, though unravels mostly inside a single building, but takes its characters across worlds, galaxies, time, and different mental states. I love the fact that the director never let the film become too exposition heavy. The viewers learn about the multiverses and how it works along with the character of Evelyn. This not only fills the screenplay with a constant feeling of discovery, wonder, thrill, but also ensures that there isn't a single dull or exposition heavy moment in the film.
I am really good.
I don't believe you.
The director takes the phrase "show, don't tell" to heart and designs every sequence of the film on the same principle. While the majority of the film is laced with maddening action, insane visuals, and mystifying sci-fi concepts, the director pays enough attention to the characters and builds them wonderfully throughout the film, leading up to the climax. These characters then utilize the power and the relationship that they have forged with the audiences to deliver an emotional payload that ultimately disarms the audiences and makes them feel that strange warm thing somewhere deep inside that is more satisfying and rewarding than the most insane action sequences or the most out of the world and bizarre representation of a sci-fi concept. Michelle Yeoh is fantastic as Evelyn. She has to portray the nuances and characteristics of the numerous iterations of her character from different universes into the version of Evelyn that the story concentrates on. This was an incredibly difficult thing to pull off, as it needed her to change her mannerisms in the blink of an eye. She pulled it off with such elan that I was completely absorbed by her performance. Her interactions with the other cast members were rich, heartfelt, and ensured that the film's emotional core was its forte. As the helpless husband of a wife who he can no longer live with, but at the same time is finding incredibly difficult to let go, Ke Huy Quan delivers the most satisfying and rewarding performance of his career. One can feel his frustration and the disillusionment, and also how much he loves his wife, which makes the entire predicament that much more heartbreaking. Stephanie Hsu is as brilliant as Joy as she is as the primary antagonist of the film. The two characters are so different that it is mind-boggling to even think that the same actor played both the characters, and that too with such conviction and poignance. She is shown doing some of the most insane things, and yet she maintains a sense of reason, believability, composure, and emotional depth in the two different characters throughout. The cinematography and editing of the film are just out of this world. Just thinking of how many different camera setups they might have needed and how they might have executed some of the more outrageous sequences of the film boggles my mind. The same has to be said about the editing. The film is nearly 2.5 hours long, and yet it breezes past like a locomotive on top speed. There are many sequences where the average shot length is less than 1 second, and yet you will not miss a thing in these shots. The action of the film is wonderfully envisioned and skillfully executed. It is also creatively shot and authoritatively edited. The result is sequence after sequence of action that feels fresh, imaginative, well executed, and has an impact. Some of the action sequences are laced with a healthy serving of comical elements, like two Asian guys fighting with things stuck up their butt, but never lose track of the scheme of things and the purpose that they are meant to fulfill. The fight choreography is lucid and is captured in its vitality. People involved in the action give it their everything, resulting in sequences that have the necessary sense of urgency and physicality. I loved how they used long takes and kept the camera far enough for us to see the entirety of the action unfolding. Everything Everywhere All at Once deserves every bit of the praise that it is garnering, and a whole lot more. It is the kind of film that you can watch multiple times, and every time you can watch it for a different reason. Beware, this is the kind of film that demands and needs your active participation. It has a lot of subtitle sequences that you need to understand and keep up with. It is easily one of the best films of the year. Thank you very much for watching this video. Do like and share the video. Also, please let us know your thoughts on the film in the comment section. Subscribe to East Mojo for your weekly dose of entertainment ahead. Thank you.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to East Mojo. For any queries, put them down in the comments section below and press on the bell icon for notifications.